Hi, I'm Robin with the Edmonton Southside PCN. I'm a registered kinesiologist and exercise specialist. We have here,
MICHAELA is my name. Hello.
she is one of our practicum students, and she's going to be helping me out with the modified options for our Broom Exercise program brought to you by the Senior Center Without Walls. All you need is a pole. We have our handy dandy Swiffer, broom, and broom. And you can also use a hockey stick, a lacrosse stick, anything that is a straight pole. So when you're ready, get to your chair. Most of these are seated options. There will be a few standing options, but it should be inclusive for everybody. So come on. We want to remind you that today's exercises, as much as they are for strength, they're especially good for mobility. We're trying to get range of motion in the shoulders through stretching and movement. We tend to lose this mobility over time, so if you find the poses today are challenging, they're intended to get you into new ranges of motion, new positions.
So our first exercise is called a thoracic extension. That is a back extension. So what we're going to do is bring our pole behind us and underneath. So the pole is against our back and it's resting against almost the crease of your elbows. So what we're going to do, I'm going to have the modified version here. I'm just going to be extending my back and using the pole as an anchor almost, and coming back in with my breath. What Robin is going to do is she's going to squeeze her shoulder blades back and roll against the pole. All of these exercises are going to be done for 30 seconds. We've done at least 10, so we have 20 more seconds. This is a great stretch. We're going to do this with our breath. Always remember to breathe during all of the exercises we're doing.
If you can start to feel this in your neck, just pull your elbows down your back so that you're not creeping into the neck.
We have 5 more seconds. Good job. Alrighty.
For our next exercise, we are going to do a thoracic rotation. So that thoracic means rib cage. So we're just going to be twisting in the upper body from here to here. You're going to put your broom over top of your shoulders, or with MICHAELA, you're just going to rest it on your collarbone or in front of you, making a really nice W with your arms. Your wrists are straight, they're not bent back, they're rotated forward. I'll turn sideways for this. And what we're going to do is we're just going to turn to one side, inhale, exhale, back to center. Go to the opposite side. And continue going. We have 20 seconds left. The breath guides the movement. Inhale, rotate, protecting your core and spine. Exhale, back to home base. 5, 4, try the other side. And done. Now we've loosened up our spine backwards and forwards, which we don't typically do in a day. So this is a really good daily exercise and stretch.
We're going to work on a shoulder squeeze. We're going to use our broom. Using our broom, we're going to pass it behind us. My arms are about shoulder width apart. And for the modified version, all we're going to do is worry about what your shoulder blades are doing. So we're pulling our shoulders down and squeezing our shoulder blades together, as if you're trying to hold a pencil. So we're going to work on a squeeze, while Robin is going to actually squeeze and lift. Squeezing. We're doing this for 30 seconds. We're halfway done. I'm going to face you guys. So you can see that my shoulders are moving, but they're not actually moving up. They're only going back with my shoulder blades. We have 5 seconds left. Good job. Remember to breathe. Last one. Perfect.
For our next exercise, we're going to be working on some shoulder range of motion. So if you have any rotator cuff injury, shoulder impingement, or even deformity in the shoulders, this one's a great one for rehabilitative pain management. So for our next exercise, we're going to do some raises. It'll look something like this, and then you can go all the way up if possible, and then all the way down. For those who aren't able to get this in motion, MICHAELA is going to do more of a grabbing the butt of her broom, and she's just going to assist her arm up and back down using this arm, the opposite arm, as the driver. So this arm that she's driving up, her left arm, is passive. It is completely relaxed, and she's really just trying to rehabilitate the shoulder for range of motion. So I'm going to begin now in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds is on the clock. Going up and down. Up and down. Really squeezing the shoulder blades. I'll come here also to demonstrate. Up and down. Remember to inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. To make this harder, hands come in closer together. Really squeeze the shoulder blades. You might feel some cracking. And easier is wider. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to take a break because MICHAELA still has her other side to do. And for those of us who use both hands, we get a second set. So shake out your shoulders when you're ready. Your driving arm that MICHAELA was using might be kind of sore, so you might have to shake that out. It's an exercise in itself. When you're ready, we'll start again in 3, 2, 1. Arms wide for a bit easier squeeze. MICHAELA is squeezing her shoulder if she can, but really she's just trying to get the arm above the head to expose it to the movement so that she doesn't lose it. Because if she doesn't use it, that's what'll happen. Inhale, reach like a morning stretch. Exhale. We have 5 more seconds. 2. Last one. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the interesting thing about that too is you might find that one shoulder has more range of motion than the other one. So I was finding that my second arm, so my right arm, can get up way higher than my left arm. It's kind of interesting. So it's good to be doing these exercises to work on both sides. All right, so next we're going to be working on our forearms, so our lower arm. We're going to hold onto our broom and extend out. This also can be done closer to the body. And we're going to be rolling the handle, well, my broom handle, in our hands. Go at your own pace and remembering to breathe. We're going to go for both directions for 30 seconds each. So you guys are 10 seconds in here. During this exercise, any upper body exercise we do, we're going to remember our shoulder squeeze. So our shoulders are down and our blades are back, almost trying to touch. Good breathing, Robin. We're almost done. You guys have 5 more seconds. Breathing, breathing, and done. Whew,
You'll
good job.
really feel that in the upper part of the arm.
We're going to give ourselves a little shake and a baby bit of a rest, and then we're going to go and do the opposite way. So I was rolling forward. Now we're going to roll back. Whenever you guys are ready, here we go. We're breathing, we're squeezing, and we're rolling. Good work, you guys. We're already half done.
You can make funny faces as you do it, because I know that really helps me.
Talk yourself through it. You can do it. We got 5 seconds. Feeling the burn. Almost done. And we're finished. Wow.
I felt that one in my shoulders this time. Finally came on. So a stretch you can do now is palm down for the wrist and forearm, and then the opposite side, just enough until you feel a nice release, and then shake out your arms with some arm circles. Our next exercise is going to be our chest press. MICHAELA's doing our modified chest press directly in front of her, and I'm going to be doing my chest press up above. So I'll put my bum all the way back in the chair, feet hip width apart, and then we're going to press up and then down. Good. 30 seconds already on the clock. If MICHAELA finds that this gets too easy, she's going to try to go a little higher with her press. And she's going to find where her best angle is in her chest press, whether it's directly above or directly in front. 10 seconds left, everybody. Almost there. Hand width doesn't matter. Wider is typically easier. Closer, it's harder. 3, 2, try and get one more in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was our chest muscle right across the chest. This is good for pressing on doors, pushing ourselves out of bed or off of a chair.
Awesome. All right, next we're going to do our bicep curl. So we have a grip about shoulder width onto our broom. We're squeezing our $100 bill. I haven't talked to you guys about that yet, so I will now. So imagine that you have a $100 bill stuck between your upper arm and your side body. You're going to squeeze it. You don't want to drop it because Rob and I will come and get it. So make sure you squeeze the entire time.
Robin needs new shoes.
Yeah. We have our forearms facing forward, and we're going to curl the broom towards us. So we want to make sure that our biceps are doing the work and not our wrists. So at the top, we don't want to be curling our wrists towards ourselves. We really only want our elbows to be doing the movement, our biceps working. You guys are already halfway done while you've been listening to me yammer on. So this is awesome.
Think really squeeze the bicep. If this is really light, if you activate the muscle, it'll fire more.
Yeah, and like always, we're thinking about our shoulder squeeze. So shoulders down, blades together. And we're done. Wow.
30 seconds isn't enough.
No, but you could do this video again.
So for our final exercise, we're going to work the opposite muscle we just did. We're going to go from biceps in the front of the arm, our laundry picker-upper, our food eater, to our triceps. So this one assists with all those pushes that we're doing, opening doors, and getting out of bed and off of a chair. So how do we train this one? The first thing that you're going to do is sit on the edge of your chair to give yourself some space, and you're just going to raise your broom overhead like we did for our press, and then you just bring it behind your head and back on up. We're going to try and squeeze our elbows close to our face. And MICHAELA, actually, she's doing a really good exercise. If you wanted to stand, you could put one arm underneath and one arm back, and you pull one arm up for a stretch, and then lower it back down. So here's an option for you if you want a single arm, and if your mobility isn't there. So we have 15 more seconds in this one. And then we're going to do it a second time for our finale.
I'm feeling it. I'm actively having to keep my elbow towards my head.
And release. Give yourself a shake for a tricep stretch. You're going to go this way. MICHAELA's going to turn side on and stand for this next one. And I'm going to remain seated. Ready, set, go.
Breathe in.
20 seconds to go.
Oh.
If this is getting too hard, feel free to take a break, or you can bring your arms forward a bit more to ease some of the pressure. But if you can't, push your arms back, squeeze your shoulders for 10 more seconds.
You can do it.
Actively press your elbows towards your face. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out.
Sweep it out.
Sweep it out, sweep it out, sweep it out, sweep it out. Oh. So that has been our Broom exercise program for our upper body. We want to thank you for joining us. So remember, for this one, we were working on a lot of strength, but we're also really focusing on range of motion. So that's getting our joints moving in the capacity that they're meant to, which is a lot of what MICHAELA was demonstrating, but also why the poses are so difficult to get into is because we begin to lose that mobility and those capabilities over time. So this will help you maintain it and also increase it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the Broom exercises.
Wait.
Oh, I like that.